What's going on, guys? It's Shane. We are back here again with another video, and today we're going to be returning to Roblox, returning to CNA Simulator. Now, my last video on this game did incredibly well. In fact, the first video I did on this game is now doing well as well. So I've since then applied for like their little content creator program, which is still pending. Hopefully that gets answered pretty soon. But today we're actually going to be going over some of the basics of the game. I got a lot of comments uh on how to like play the game and stuff. Now, I don't know everything about the game, obviously, but I can display what I do know, which is pretty much the basics. So before we do that, though, I did want to confirm that there actually is a way you can change your scrubs here, and I didn't know this. Somebody on the last video did leave a comment here, and there are different colors here. Let's see. What should we go with? I kind of want to go with this like maroon color. I think we're going to go with that. But yeah, okay. So here's the basics, right? So we have this small little area here. I like to call it the lobby. I assume this would be the lobby, but I like to call the whole area the lobby. Now I think there's a total of 11 different rooms down here, including this one. Actually, this one is the 11th room. And we'll get to this room here in a second, but every room is the same. They all have every room but that one down there. So the basics of the game, what you want to do is find a room that is not being used. So in our case, we're going to actually use this one. Now this is dirty, okay? In order to actually, have a patient come in here, you're going to have to clean the area. So a lot of times people will leave it dirty and you just kind of have to clean it up. If I can get over here, there we go. Okay. And then we will need to put new linens on the bed. Okay. Now we have to go and get our patient. You can grab any random one, hold E, and they will just follow you. Okay. Now she's a little slow, but here we go. Well, come on. Come on. There you go. All right. And then you just hold E or press E, and now they're on the bed. So you can close the door if you'd like. I wish they kind of had curtains. That'd be kind of cool. First things first, this monitor works. Okay. I found that out the hard way. So if your patient goes into like cardiac arrest or something, the screen will change, which is pretty cool. Let's see here. So what do we need? We need one of those. Okay. Now, basically what's going to happen is you're going to have to complete a series of tasks in order to get your first discharge. Now, if I can remember where to get these, here we go. And some of this stuff you're going to have to kind of familiarize yourself with, where everything is located. But yeah. Once you got the equipment, you come back to the guest, not the guest, the patient, and kind of just complete the task. So they need a blanket. Your blankets are going to be in this little area here. Okay. There's one on this side, and then there is one on that side as well. Okay. Now we need to draw the blood, which requires the IV kit, which is kept on your person at all times. So you won't have to go far for that. Now, when you do that, you're going to have a test tube, okay? In order to get this filled out, you're going to have to take it over to this area here and send it up, okay? Now, we're going to have to wait a few seconds for it to come back down, so I kind of just like to walk around and everything. There it is. And all you'll do is you'll give it back to the patient. There we go. Sometimes there'll be a timer. Sometimes they'll have you turn off the TV. Sometimes they'll have you, make a cast for them. Sometimes you have to use the IV pump. There's a lot of different things you can do in this game. So it is really cool. So that was an easy discharge here. So we didn't have to do much. All you do is you hold D, and there we go. And it's basically reset. So you can do this over and over and over until you reach a certain amount of discharges. And there is a reason to get a certain amount of discharges. There is a ranking system, right? So let me go ahead and pull this up really quickly. Um, so let's see. So if you get 1 discharge, you become a new grad. If you get 10 discharges, you become a CNA. 50 discharges becomes a LPN. 100 discharges is registered nurse, which is what I am now. 500 discharges is a charge nurse, and 1,000 discharges is a clinical nurse manager. Which I don't think I've ever ran into one, but there are some out there who kind of grind the game and become one. So here we are. Now, if you ever run out of stuff, whether it's linen or blankets or anything like that, you can almost always find it in the linen storage. So you will have to come down here and refill everything. So just grab a whole bunch of new linens. Now we are going to have to get rid of our dirty ones here. To do that, all you'll do is you will walk up here, throw them there. Now the linens, you're going to have to stock and grab it again. And the clean linen goes on the bed. There we go. And then dirty linen. Okay, hopefully that was pretty simple. We'll do another one just to be sure. Now let me actually go into depth about this room down here. So what this room here is basically, it's a little different from all the other rooms. The other rooms you kind of work by yourself in. This room, you'll have a patient come in here maybe once an hour, once every 30 minutes or something like that. And you have to do a bunch of different tasks. Now you could do this by yourself, but it takes a lot longer. But from what I understand, you have to do a certain amount of stuff here. It basically, this is someone who just came off the ambulance and needs immediate, attention. So that's what I got from that. It'll happen. See, as you can see, we do have a code blue. That's what that is there. So this patient is currently dying, if not already dead. So 140 beats per minute is crazy. I think that's crazy. I do believe. But the thing is, let's see here. I'm going to see if I can actually grab that IV pump. Last time I tried to do this, it wouldn't work. Let's see. IV pump. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working for some reason. And it's kind of glitched into my hand, so I'm going to reset real quick. Now, there is a tutorial you can also take, which I do recommend people take. Now, you're hearing that sound there. That means someone is currently dying. Hopefully they're in there taking care of it. Nope. Oh, no. Oh, man. Flatline. I believe they have died. Oh, yeah. The mother and father is in here. Wow, this is new. I didn't know this was a thing. Wow, this was... Okay, so your patient has died. We're going to send you to the morgue. Wow. Wow. Wow, I did not know that was a thing. So, the morgue, that's a whole different thing here. So, if we go downstairs... now I don't know if you need a certain amount of discharges to do this, but you'll go down here. And fun fact, I actually haven't been down here before. But there is a cafeteria down here, which is pretty cool. There's a meeting room. What else is down here? Same cafeteria. Respiratory therapy, which is also cool. Not much you can really do here, I don't believe. There's a blood bank. I don't know if you can do anything down here either. Like I said, I haven't been down here. Oh, get blood. Why would I need blood? Oh, give to patients. Oh, okay. This must be new. I don't know. I don't know if this is new or not. Like I said, I've never been down here, so I really wouldn't know. Okay. Print order. It's cool. Very cool. Okay. Now, we wanted to get to the morgue area. Gotta see if I can find it. I believe it's down this way. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. And let's go ahead and... Oh. Okay, it looks like we can't enter. I don't know how that works. Like I said, I've never been down here before, so just know that it is a thing, okay? Let's go ahead and head back up. Now, the ICU, if you saw my last video, you've seen it. To go in here, you need minimum 100 discharges, so we won't go over that today. Okay. Now, somebody said you can actually start a fire in here somehow. I don't quite know how, but kind of cool, I guess. All right, let's do one more. Hopefully I've kind of gone over everything. There's a phone that starts ringing and can become annoying. To answer it, you'll just walk up to it here and you'll hold E, I believe. So we will grab ourselves another patient. Yeah. All right. Oxygen mask. There we go. So we're calling a therapist here. He's having trouble breathing. It's a little out of our jurisdiction. All right. And he's going to hook up some machinery here. So it's really like a task simulator. To get discharges, you do a bunch of tasks. All right. So this guy just peed the bed. That's great. Just grab new linen. We'll just change it while he's still on the bed. There we go. Turn off the TV. You got it. Draw blood. Okay, and we will go ahead and turn off the light as well. Well, it looks like we can't. You can if they ask you to, but looks like they weren't asking us to. Sometimes they'll have you get coffee for them or get something out of the fridge. There's a charge nurse right there. All right. There we go. There's your medication. Let the respiratory guy do his thing. Now there is a computer here as well. This is also new for me. I haven't seen this in the game, but it gives your patient information here kind of pulled up. Medication. Okay. Yep. Connected to the ventilator. Very cool. So we have to admit him to the hospital because his condition got a little worse and can't be handled here. So that's pretty much it. It's and when this happens, don't worry, the bed will come back. It's just kind of like simulating it, leaving the room. There it goes. All right. So hopefully that cleared some things up. I'm sure this wasn't the greatest tutorial in the world, and if you guys have any questions, you can leave them down below, and I will be sure to answer them with the best of my ability. It's a very fun game, like I said, task simulator, but what I'm really hoping for is the updated models. I think that'll be very cool. So yeah, let me know if you guys are playing this game. If you guys do wish to play this game, link will be in the description down below. If you guys like the video and want to see more, leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.